Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a hair dyeing tutorial. You guys have been asking me for updated hair dye tutorials for so long, and I thought, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like a more accessible hair dye tutorial, like a drugstore edition. Like you can buy this hair dye from the supermarket edition.
Luna shows you how to do it.
So I'm using some dyes by Schwarzkopf today. I'm using the Schwarzkopf Brilliance in the color 37, as well as these Schwarzkopf Live like crazy colors over here. This one's in Pillarbox red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to lift the dark roots, which I previously had. They matched my eyebrows. I would suggest if you've got like light brown to medium brown hair, then this will work for you. If you've got dark hair or like black hair, probably not going to work so well on you. You might just get a red tint. So this is about lifting your hair, and then we are applying a bright red crazy color over the top to get the bright this. I'm trying to go for like a darker root transition, like the ombre thing, but I'm slowly introducing it. And one last disclaimer before I start this video: my hair from like here onwards is hair that's been pre-lightened with a different product from previous tutorials, so that's the reason I get such a bright red down the ends here. For example, if your hair is bleached, you will get a much brighter result with the live color, but for the dark areas of your hair, the Brilliance dye will lift your hair to a nice sort of like auburn red, and then you can liven it up with semi-permanent stuff. No more pre-bleaching. Doesn't need to happen. Just gotta be smart. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna get straight into the tutorial. So let's go. So grabbing the Brilliance, and we're going to look at what is inside, and you've got all your little bits and pieces. So first I'm gonna brush my hair to get rid of all the knots, especially on the ends. Then we're taking some sectioning clips, and I'm going to part my hair in half from the top of my ears upwards to the back of my head. This way we can focus on a section at a time. So grab some Vaseline, and my special trick is to rub Vaseline all over the skin and anywhere I think I might spill some dye and stain my skin. Put it on your face. You will get some on your face. Go behind the ears, on your ears, everywhere. Protect your surface with an old towel, and make sure you read the instructions to get everything right. If you're doing a full head of hair, I would suggest using the bottle for easy application, but I'm doing the roots, so I'm just going to use a brush. It comes with gloves, but I'm going to use my own. It's just a comfort thing. So I'm just squeezing the color tube into the developer bottle, and then we're going to add this like diamond shine stuff. It makes your hair super glossy and shiny. Pop the lid on, and then we're going to shake really well. Shake it up. Shake it up. So as I said, apply with the bottle for full head, but I'm going to use a brush, and we're just going to pour this out into a bowl to make it a bit easier. Let my hair out, pick up some dye, and then what I'm going to do is just cover the regrowth area only. So just the roots, try not to overlap as much as you possibly can. Then I just use the brush to actually create the next section, and you just flip your hair over and then cover all the dark bits that you can see. So you want to do both bits of the roots, not just the top side, the underside as well. Then using the same method, I'm going to part my hair back into the middle, and we're going to work our way down the other side of the hair. When you've done the entire top half, make sure you section it up out of the way so you can get started on the back bit. My trick for doing the back of my head is to look into a smaller mirror, making sure that I can see the back of my head in the larger mirror, and then I'm just going to do the exact same method, cover all the roots that I can see, and then when I section it off, I just start the combing section, put the mirror down, because then you need two hands. Grab that bit of hair, section it up, grab your mirror again, and start painting all the darker areas. It's not that hard. If you need help, get someone to help you. Then I'm just going to massage all the dye into my roots. Then to help processing, I'm going to put a plastic bag on my head and look super attractive. It says to wait for about 30 to 45 minutes if you want. Then you want to wash it off in the shower. Make sure you use shampoo too. This is an old towel, so please use your old towel so you don't stain things, but here you can see what the roots lifted to. I think that's a pretty amazing result. Now if you're proceeding on to the live color section, you would leave your hair wet at this stage, but I'm going to dry it up so you can see what this particular color looks like dry. But as I said, do not dry your hair if you're going to proceed on to the semi-permanent stage, because it requires towel dried hair. So now we're grabbing the Pillarbox red to proceed with the next step. Vaselining, once again, the old tricks, you got to repeat everything. Now I'm wetting my hair because obviously I dried my hair to show you guys, but your hair would just be towel dried. Section again the top half from the back half, and then we're going to squeeze that sweet dye into the bowl and apply it with a brush for ease. I start off doing the root areas so that they're a bit more brighter red, and then I just literally slather onto the rest of my hair, doing a section at a time, the exact same way that we did the roots, but this time we're just going to continue down the rest of the hair. Section it off the same way as I showed you before, and make sure that you slather all of the hair, root to tip, and then you can just do the entirety of your head, get all the edges around your ears, around your face, clip that bad boy up once you're done, and we're going to do the back. Now my hair dried a little bit, so I'm just going to mist it, and we're going to do the same trick with the mirror to get the back of the head. Just make sure that in between sections that you dye the root to tip area as well, the entire strand. You want to be red all over, baby. Now we're going to massage the dye through, and if you've got any leftovers, make sure you scoop it all up and put it on your hands and then smoosh it all through your hair. There's no use wasting leftover dye. We're gonna section that up again and get it out of the way and put a bag on again. Now this is mostly to make sure that I don't stain anything that I touch, but I'm sure it has some sort of processing effect. And here's what it looks like out of the shower. I use the conditioner from the first packet of dye to help get this glossy shine. I think that the roots came out really nice and the red is nice and bright. There you go, that's the color all styled up. So you can see it nicely as it transitions. It needs a couple more washes definitely before the color like actually settles. I feel that I've still got the old frame around my head of where the dye has stained my skin, but you know, that's all a part of dyeing your hair a crazy color. Also, just in case you're interested, I wrote a post on my Instagram when I tagged Schwarzkopf in my hair photo, and they were like, go check out this color college thing on their site, stylestudio.com.au if you're interested. They've got a contest where you can recreate a hair dye look on their website, and then if you enter it, you can actually win some prizes. So I thought maybe some of you guys might be interested in that. So yeah, I'll pop a link in the description to that if you're interested. So hopefully this is more of an accessible version of how to dye your hair red. I really hope it helped. If you want to watch some more of my videos, there are 3 options down there. Click one of them and have a little gaze. If you want to be updated as to whenever I put a video up, please hit the subscribe button. It's free, it doesn't cost a thing, and you'll find out as soon as I put a new video up. And you won't miss out, and you'll be the first to know, and you can be like, first. But yeah, that's all I've got for you, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.